So if you are trying to beat world class with squad battles and you are doing the silver ones for the icon swaps, then we are going to go ahead and show you the best way. Now, I'm combining 4 together at the same time, but you can definitely do this as 1 or 2. Now, the most important thing that I want to cover before we get into this, we are not worrying about our squad battles, leaderboard rank, or anything like that. We're only concentrating on beating the team overall. So as you can see here, we have the rating and the chemistry. The higher the rating, the better the chemistry, the harder the teams are. So you can see here's an 84 rated with 0 chem. And this team here was actually a 75 rated with 0 chems. That was the easiest choice. Now, what I have been doing is when I get myself where I'm like, I don't know if I can beat an 84 rated with 0 chem, I am refreshing the list. Now, again, I don't care about my squad battles rank, so I don't care I'm losing points. And now you can see there we got a better team. A 63 rated 0 chem, an 86 24, an 89 33, and an 88 with 31. So we are going to go ahead and play this team. Now, another trick for you to do here, which we are going to talk about, is you are going to want to have a very strong bench. Now, I'm going to tell you what I mean by that. So you can see, this is our silver team, and we will really struggle to beat the world-class difficulty, so we are going to add a bench. Now, some of you guys would have noticed I've got a woman who's not in the right position. That is just for the objective only. And the first thing we're going to do is get a better striker on. 2 better midfielders, either cam or centre mid, 1 better defender, and then we have a sub spare for a goalkeeper or something else, which we'll explain, and we'll show you how to beat the AI in gameplay. But essentially, you want to run this tactic. If you don't know what the tactic is, I'm going to pop it up on screen now. Go ahead and copy that code. I will also put it down in the comment section down below, so you can just copy it from there. It is going to be Anders, the best player in the world, 4411, and that's exactly what we're going to use. So I'm going to go sort my bench out now with all those substitutions in mind. Now, I've got a lot of Team of the Years, but I'm not going to use them for this video, just to show that you can still do this with not Team of the Year cards. But we are looking for 1 playstyle plus cards when possible, so we are going to go through now. So I have chosen cards from Season Pass and Evolutions I've made myself. So the changes I'm going to make is the striker immediately on. We are then going to bring Zubimendi on, who's my midfielder, and we are going to bring on somebody who has Incisive. Now, if you don't know what Incisive is, it is going to be this playstyle here. Plus is much better, but you can still use one with a white playstyle, just like Zubimendi has. But you want to have that because it makes the through balls really good. And then we have ourselves either 2 choices of a centre-back here. We can go for Cucurella here, or I could go for Casado there. And that's my 4 subs. I mean, I have 1 more substitution left. So depending on how the game's going, because your keeper's going to concede no matter what you do. So if I need another goal, I'm going to bring on Gabriel Martinelli immediately to try and get that extra goal. If I've got a 2-goal lead, I'm going to bring on the keeper or another defender. And that's essentially how you want to do it. So we are going to go ahead and jump into the game using the tactics that we've showed you on screen beforehand and explaining what to do in the game when the game has started, and then giving you a running commentary of live playing as we go through. So again, you want to make sure you have it on the correct difficulty. If you want to do it on the wrong difficulty, it isn't going to help you do the tokens, and that's not the best start. So world class is where we are. Chosen the easy team. We've got the formation set up. We've got our bench ready. Let's go ahead and get into the game now. So we are into the game, and we are immediately going to pause the game because we're going to make those substitutions straight away. So again, we're going to bring on the players spoken. Keane's coming on. Zubimendi's coming on for the person who was out of position, and then we are going to bring on our Incisive Plus. And 1 defender for now, which is going to be Cucurella, because I like the ping pass, right? Just want to check who is the quickest out of the 2. She's a little bit quicker, so we're going to go for her. Right, we've made those substitutions. We still have 1 substitution spare, which we did explain, and we are going to go through the game. Now, the hardest thing about the AI in general is they love to time waste, and they love to pass the ball around and just basically be an annoying thing to play against. But once you get a goal, they do sort of change their switch up a little bit. You can see they do weird passes, and they will probably try to get a goal, as you can imagine, right? But when we have got the ball, you are going to want to use LB or L1 to send players on a run, just like we have our striker there, and then we are looking to play the through balls behind. But because we haven't brought on our good players yet, we're going to go ahead and kick the ball out. Make sure you kick the ball out, and then you can get the substitutions on, because we've got Incisive Plus and Incisive in the midfield. We've got a much quicker and stronger and better finisher as a striker. And, of course, the defense is where it is as well. Now, if you've got better cards to use, like icons and stuff like that, definitely do it. For the sake of this video, I've just used easier cards to attain. So, again, we're going to send Keane on the run by pressing LB and L1, and then through ball into the space behind, and then immediately shoot. And there's our first goal. Because of the through balls are so broken and the AI can't track them, you get a lot of success out of them. Now, what we are going to do is the same thing. We're jockeying the space. We're using the players to run around. We hold down RB or R1 to do second man press or double tap to do third man and fourth man press just to make sure the AI moves out further. So we're just basically never going in for a tackle. We are just holding down L2 or left trigger to jockey left and right. Occasionally hitting the sprint button, which is R2 or R right trigger. Try to do it both consoles here to get the space. Then when we have got ourselves the opportunity, we send players on the run by pressing LB or L1. And you can see there, look, Keane's going to make a run for us. Do the through ball. Get ourselves in behind. Low driven across because he's got the play style. And there's another goal. And that's essentially all we're going to do until we get to 3 or 4 goals. And then we're going to switch up the strategy, which I'm going to go ahead and show you that now once we get the goals, obviously. But the same thing. Winning the ball. Try not to drag players out. Sending the players on the run again. So Bruno's going to go on a run. Nowhere to go. So we're just going to slow it down for a second. Wait for the extra pass. Back to Bruno. Into the midfielder here. She's a silver, but not a problem. Through ball in behind, and unfortunately that time we didn't get the space. Now, we have to make sure our players are back in position and make sure we're not dragging anyone out. So my left back, I'm controlling to bring over and then trying to win the ball, just like that. Going to do the same thing again. Send Bruno on a run. You can see there he's pointed to run into the space. We're going to play the ball into him, and then we're going to do the same thing with our striker who's just gone offside. So we play it down to the winger, and we can do a through ball cross, but they're also offside. But you can see that's how strong these through balls are. So if you do have Incisive Plus or Incisive as a white play style, the AI just does not track the runs at all. So again, Keane's going to make a run, play the through ball, and then he picks up the ball just like that, shoot across, and there's another goal. That's the easiest way to break down the AI, to get those goals. And then what we are going to do now is talk about that method I spoke about. And you could do this at any moment. If you're 1-0 up in the last 10 minutes, or you're just not feeling very comfortable and you're just trying to hold on, you're going to want to win the ball back as soon as you can. No, again, no rushing. Same tactic, jockey around. And then we are just going to walk around. We're not going to sprint. We're not going to do anything like that. And when the players do get close, we're going to set it up to the easiest person. So number 2 at the bottom of the screen, who's who I'm going to pass it to. And there we go. And then when we wait here, again, walking around slowly, going to go to the centre back. And then straight back to Zubimendi again. And that's essentially all you are going to do now until the game ends, essentially, right? Because then we're going to write it down. No sprinting, just walking around. See the midfielder in the middle. Lovely. And then we are going to walk to this side, turn around this side, and then we're going to walk back. Just like that, wasting as many minutes as possible. And then when they do get close to us, we're never going back to the goalkeeper. We're never going back to the goalkeeper. And bear in mind, we've still got 1 substitution to go as well, which we'll talk about at half-time. But you can see here how much of the ball we have and how much time we're just ticking away. And they will get a little bit more aggressive, and you may occasionally have to hit the sprint button just like we have there just to get away. But you see, as soon as you hit the sprint button, the AI will also sprint after you like they've just lost their head. So you want to basically take your time with it. Walk around seems to be the best way. Already plan your pass. So I'm already going to go to the defender at the top of the screen, go back towards my corner flag, and then if I go ahead and turn around this way, and then back to the centre back. As easy as that, and then look for the pass again, into Zubimendi, back out to my defender, and then the same thing again. You can see the AI is going to start pressing a little bit more, but as long as you just walk left and right and just keep turning around just like this, they don't really tackle you. So we made it into the first half. We're 3-0 up. Still got our 1 substitution left. Now, because our opponent hasn't scored, I'm going to bring on a second defender. If it was 3-1 and they had 1 goal and I was only 2 goals ahead, I'd probably bring on a keeper so I could pass it back and forth between the keeper and the defender. Now, if you're feeling really cocky or really confident, you could always do this tactic, is where you pass it back to the keeper, hold down left trigger or L2, square X, flick it up, and then just header it back. And you could do that over and over and over again. Is another one who is for sure a very good way of time wasting, and you could do it just like that. But I find that the problem is with this, sometimes they don't header it the right direction, just like that example there, and the AI will intercept it. But you can do that as well. So there's multiple ways, but I just find that this way is the most consistent because you are in full control, essentially. So we're just walking around, making the pass, looking for the next one. Again, going to go up to Zubimendi, back into Zubimendi. We're going to walk between the defenders because I don't expect you to go back. Wait for our team to move back as well. As you see, they're not really pressing because we're not held down sprint. Going to go to our right back, and then we've got ourselves the space again, and then we can just sit up here for a minute, walking around, and then we've got ourselves the winger at the top of the pitch, and then we've got the midfielder in the middle. Nice and easy like that. As long as we're planning our passes, we're going to have no problem whatsoever. So I'm just going to go ahead and speed up time here so you can see exactly how we got this done, and I'll meet you back once we've got the game finished. So you can see there, we are coming up to the last couple minutes of the game. We lost the ball a couple times, but we used the defensive tactics that we spoke about, second man pressing and etc. And there we go. We managed to get ourselves a 3-0 win. Not only that, you're going to see there that we got all of the tokens that we were trying to get done by making those substitutions. We don't get any points in squad battles because we are just skipping, and that's going to go to our next point when we go back to squad battles. Because the next 3 teams are extremely difficult, I'm just going to press X or swear to reset them. And again, we got 69-12 chem, 87-33, 88-33, 86-33. So we're going to go against this team here. A little bit harder than normal, but again, much better than the other 3 choices. We don't waste any time. And if we head over to our objectives that we spoke about, you'll see here, I always forget where it is, that you'll see that we have got ourselves 2, 2, 2, and 2, which we had 1 of, and that's exactly how you're going to do it. This is a brand new account, so make sure you sub to it. It's my second channel. Make sure you check out the main if you need some help with icon swaps, future star evos, and much more. Any questions or anything you're stuck on, please comment down below, and I'll catch you in the next one.